I just realized I played that whole song and you didn't hear any of it because I didn't have any audio. God damn it. Well, let's try that again with a little bit more awesome sauce. So this video is just one I dug up real quick. It's Dr. Wily's soundtrack from Zone 3 of Dr. Wily's Castle in Mega Man 2, the game we're going to be playing later tonight, done with percussion instruments. So, yeah, it was not just you, it was me. I screwed up. I turned down my desktop audio at some point and forgot to turn it back up. So, there you go. So this is a cover by Video Game Covers, whose channel is described as making music with real musicians. This is their first video they've uploaded on their channel. You can find a link in the description below, and so I just thought I would share that with you tonight before we get started on our game for the evening. Hello, Andrew Ramirez, Chrissy, Marie, Will Melbourne, Black Jesus, and Van Helsing, and Missildine Online. Welcome to the stream. We are going to be doing our CPG rant of the evening because it is already that time, and we're going to be going from there straight into playing some Mega Man 2. So sit back, enjoy yourself. I should pick a topic, though. I guess maybe I should pick a topic. I'm the Chris who plays games, and this is your CPG rant of the evening. Social justice causes are just as important as the newest indie game. Today I was at PAX East, a gaming event hosted here in Boston, and one of the things that I found really interesting, of course, is all the events that were available. It was a full PAX schedule with tons of different things, you know, from gaming tournaments to anything else like that. It was absolutely an awesome thing to be able to see, an incredible expo hall, and all kinds of other stuff like that. But one of the problems that I had is that, of course, I sat down and went through the schedule, and I had a bunch of things, and I was going through them, and I just picked the ones that I wanted to go to, and of course it includes a bunch of social justice causes. Because that's the kind of person that I am. What I'm interested in contains a bunch of social justice causes. Hello, Snow. But what I found is that, you know, if you're going to go to a session which is talking about how, you know, XYZ in video games versus, you know, gaming for good, or, you know, talking about it gets better or other things like that, the attendance for these things is very different. And in particular, the panel, which was moderated by an AI bot, was completely packed to the gills. No possible way to get in. You know, they don't do standing room only for safety reasons, but there was no way you could see that. Whereas the events on social justice were very empty. Plenty of room. Plenty of room. Come in. So learning which indie games are out there that you might not know about was, you know, widely attended, but, you know, learning how to support those in the LGBT community was not. And one of the things that I did when I was at the panel in the LGBT community is that I reached out. Hello, Winter Knight. Hello, Thamriel. Welcome very much. Thank you very much for that, Thamraid. I appreciate it. We're in the CPG rant of the evening. We're starting out with that because it's already 11 o'clock. Thank you for being here, though. And so I asked, like, well, what can we do? What can we do to fix this? What can we do to communicate more or get more people involved or anything else like that? You know, can we do an LGBT awareness day of streaming like we do for Extra Life? Because although I realize that some people like children, other people don't, and maybe instead we should care about people who are already alive and not, you know, these new people that we're bringing into the world. And they said, you know, we're trying. But as I looked around the room, it's hard for me to imagine what more can you do if only 50 people are willing to attend this, while 400 people are willing to attend. How can you find that great indie game at PAX East? It's a little bit hard to motivate people. It's a little bit hard to get these things in. And someone else asked, well, how about, like, identifying, right? I'm LGBT, I want to create a friendly community, and I'll do all these other things for LGBT members of my community. What can I do to do that? And, of course, the advice is, like, be careful with labeling. And this is good advice, because if you're not careful with labeling, what you're going to find is that people will use those labels as a source to attack people. Hello, Jacob. Hello, Biolithic. Hello. And I get that. I do. I understand that. But at the same time, I want to be able to reach out. I want to be able to support. And I want to be able to, you know, establish, hopefully, that I can provide a safe space for those who are, you know, non-binary, differently gendered, differently sexually oriented, or anything else like that, that I can be someone who is a resource for those things, and it's a little bit hard. Hello, Lemon Queen. And I don't know how. So I think that what I will be trying to do within our community is reaching out to other streamers and seeing if maybe we can do a day of streaming, a Saturday, and maybe it's not 24 hours of streaming or whatever else like that, but maybe we can go through and we can pull our audiences together and we can reach out as either allies or members of the LGBT community or some other social justice cause. And I realize that some people hear that term social justice and they think social justice warriorism is terrible and everything is terrible or whatever else like that. And I know that, for example, Brad Pritchard is a strong supporter of the Innocence Project and other things like that. And I hope that we can figure out how to do that. Hello, LJ Artistic Intentions and everybody else. And figure out how to get people into, you know, a mindset that the cause that you're supporting is just as important as what you're playing. That you can really look through and you can come to the other side and say, we have to do better. And your cause won't be my cause, right? At the moment, I've got a donation link in the description below, which is for my brother. My brother's a teacher in the Chicago Public School District, and he's attempting to get books for children, science books from XKCD, in order to support his physics classes, to give to kids so that they have a different way of learning. So that's what I'm trying to do. And one of the reasons is because there's a grant that's actually doubling any donations you make. So that's the donation project that I'm going for. And it's a donation that's made through a charity called Donors Choose. And so if anyone wants to support that, they can do that. And I think that this is something that I'm really going to continue to try to do, but also to reach out to other people in the community, because social justice causes should be just as important to us as the latest indie game release. Social justice causes and what we can do to improve the world should be just as important to us as anything else. I'm the Chris who plays games, and when I was at PAX East, this is the thing that I felt, is I felt disappointed as I looked around the room and saw only 20 people were strong, like, aware and came to the Giving for Good presentation, when instead we had 400 people at the How to Find the Best Indie Game presentation, and I hope that we can find a way to change that in our little community at least. I'm the Chris who plays games, and your CPG rants of the evening. Thank you very much for watching. All right, thank you very much for that raid, Thamraid, Thamriel, LJ Artistic Intentions, Honey Lemon, and everybody else. It's good to see you, Jacob, Black Jesus, Biolithic, and etc., etc. And Stingraid, hello, Dylan. It's good to see you. So we're going to be going right into the game, because of course we're starting late tonight. Of course, we're also only going to be playing Mega Man 2, so this may still be a quick stream even though we're starting late. But I hope that you will hang out and have some fun. It's good to see you all. I'm the Chris who plays games, playing retro games every Friday at 9:15 or every Monday at 9:15. And what do I feel like every Friday at 9:15 except for this Friday, because I was at PAX East. Stingray on a terrible connection and constant buffering. That's a good idea. I think that the answer is that social justice belongs everywhere. And so that's like my position on it, is that, you know, as and well, another thing that's really worth noting is that for many people, games are actually a really important and interesting escape, right? So in order to engage with games, like, games are an area where people can engage and you know, engage in escapism, engage in participation in different things that they can't other ways. So I have played Mega Man X. I played a little bit of it on one stream. I don't really like X. I like the slide. I don't like wall jumps. I don't like some of the, like, you have to collect a million parts. The graphics are nice, but I just never really got into X. I know Snapclick Cat is a big fan of Mega Man X, and I think Soybomb has played through most of them as well, but I'm just not as much there, so. Anyways, thank you very much for that raid, Stingray Gaming, and thank you very much for being here, Soybomb and others. It's nice to see you. Hello, Org Chaos. Epic music incoming. Boom shakalak. And yeah, Brad, it's good to see you. I've missed you all week. You even did a stream, and because I was getting my child ready for school, I missed all of it. All of it! Thank you very much for the Stingray. Yeah, so, oh, my camera's not here. You can't see my beautiful face. There we go. Now you can see my beautiful face. But yeah, so I think that the reasons why social justice is valuable specifically in a gaming environment is because gaming offers opportunities for, god damn it, I knew that wasn't going to work out well. Offers certain opportunities that are not available via other means. So the escapism and representation. Oh no! Oh god, I was trying to rush it, and I should not have rushed it. Too stressful. So do I think that necessarily, like, so here's what I actually wish. I wish that PAX would actually have, like, I don't know, this wouldn't actually work. I just want more people to care about, like, the reality is that some of the presentations that I was at clearly did not perform as well as I think the people did in, like, Gaming for Good or other things like that. To realize the positive effects that games have on people is something that I wish more people realized. I also went to the discussion of, like, whether the author's intent matters. You did miss the rant, yes. It wasn't a very good rant, so you don't have to worry about it too much. I think Brad would be disappointed. There we go. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-da-doo. Black Jesus, I think that's a reasonable thing, right? Like, I can understand that. I think that my problem is more that my impression is not just that this is an aspect of the presentation in PAX environment, but instead that this is a problem with the overall culture of gamers kind of pushing back on this. So this is actually Airman, but Hurricane Man works too. And now I've got item 2, which was kind of weirdly named. I think they could be a little bit more inventive, but apparently not. Alright, let's go ahead and do Metal Man now that we've got item 2, so we can get that extra E-Tank. So yeah, PAX East, first day of PAX East was today, and I got a whole bunch of stuff out of it. I have never been to a PAX before, so this is my first PAX experience, and it was overwhelming, I think is the answer, the statement there. You know, I've been to VidCon, and so, but that's kind of my extent of big conventions I've been to. I've never been to BlizzCon, I've never been to anything else like that. And while YouTube, like VidCon has some people who are cosplaying, or people who are kind of representing their character, their character on YouTube, it's nothing compared to PAX East. So every time you turn around, there's another Overwatch character or, you know, Bioshock character walking behind you. You've got people in you know, full body armor and suits and everything else like that. It is a really strong thing. Modern Retro Gaming, how's it going? Are you on Twitter, Modern Retro? Because you were at PAX today, right? I didn't catch up with you, and I didn't get a chance to take you on the. Oh no! I want. Oh no! That was dumb. That was a waste of life. No, I'm just dumb. Gaslit you, Jose. I was just an idiot. Probably not, Biolithic. I think that they were just lazy. So yeah, I also gave a tour of Google tonight. I learned that 9 people is too many people to give a tour of Google at once. I should not have tried to do that. We did lose one person at one point and had to go back and find them. And, but luckily everyone was pretty much okay. I think I got a couple of askance looks from my coworker who was like, why do you have so many people? But you know what? He was at the office at 8:30 on a Friday night, so I think he's got his own... He's got his own problems to work through. Doesn't need to worry about mine. Alright. Let's, no problem. Enjoy being in the past. Okay, so I think item 2 is going to do me some good here. Wah, there we go. Now, since I have killed myself in order to get that extra life, I have come out even. I got Corey having Nutella. Everyone had like tea and coffee and hot chocolate. I guess people figured out how to use our coffee machines, which I've never figured out how to do because I don't drink coffee. Oh, I just realized I actually drank my evening. I was thinking like I didn't start my stream out drinking a Coke, but I realized that I actually drank a Coke at my stream start time. So I did the right thing. And by not drinking it now, I won't be up all night long. They really are. These ones are actually not too bad. You just like, you press the thing you want, and then you press the other thing you want, and then it tells you where to put the cup, and then you put the cup there. So it's not like it's the end of the world, but it was a little bit, it's more complex than I'm used to. Alright, let's zoom across here. But yeah, so I took Stat and King Gaming and One Shot Girl and Mistledine Online and Cawthor's girlfriend Anne Marie and Marcelo and Foxyzilla on a tour of the Google office. So we got to check out the YouTube area. I got to let's go ahead and whatever. There we go. Are you at PAX Modern Retro Gaming, or am I confused? I got an answer in my like who's at PAX poll that I thought was you, but I could be misremembering. That is, I have hidden my ADHD meds, so that's not so much an issue anymore. I don't really take them on a regular basis anymore, so I didn't just want them sitting out all the time. I did actually use them recently when I was trying to finish my other evaluations, so. You would crush them and snort them, Jose, although you're probably still in the past, so. Absolutely. It's meth. Adderall is basically amphetamine salts, so amphetamines. Okay, different person. That's fine. Hey, Cawthor! But yeah, so we went on a tour of the Google office. I learned that I probably will not take 9 people on a tour of the Google office on my own again without another Googler helping me out. I also learned that giving 9 people a tour of the Google office takes about 2.5 times as long as giving 1 person a tour of the Google office. So it was important things to learn today. So Mrs. CPG kind of freaked out because I, said I was going to start the tour around 8:30, and she knows it usually takes about a half an hour. And so when she hadn't heard from me at 9, she was kind of like, eh. And then when she hadn't heard from me at like, I don't know, what was it, like 10:20, she was like, hello. Luckily I was okay, but she freaked out a little bit. Well, in this case, I think it was like the coffee machine takes a while, right? You can only give 2 people coffee at a time. I also think I think that it is certainly the case that YouTubers are a little bit more problematic. Yes. I do feel a little bit bad. The library is actually one of my favorite rooms because it's so quiet. It's the only room in the entire building that's actually like not full of white noise. And normally I'd be in there, but I really like, I also try to respect the library as the one quiet room in the building by not making it really noisy. So, all right, there we go. Hey, Leif, how's it going? See, you're already home. You don't have to deal with my listening to me while you drive. All right. There we go. Oh, you haven't left work yet? You should have left. Do you just wait for me to go live and then you leave? Leaf Man! I think that's Woodman, but right idea. Alright, what am I gonna do here? Something. I don't know who comes after this guy. Oh, so Jose, the warning against labels is basically protecting yourself. So but I think this is really targeted at people who are larger than you and I are. But there's kind of this fear that by labeling yourself as an LGBT, streamer, or even an LGBT-friendly streamer, you're basically asking for trolls. Which I'm not sure that I really agree with, but that was the idea. I have not played Enter... Now, you mean Enter the Dungeon or Enter the Gungeon? Because I feel like Enter the Gungeon is a thing, but I definitely have not played Enter the Dungeon. So yeah, like, the idea... In the same way that, like, I think that for a little while, like, people on Twitter who used, like, 3 left parentheses could be searched for, and so, like, a bunch of people would use that to basically perpetrate anti-Semitic attacks against those people. Something like that. I didn't fully understand it. I think that there's I had the same feeling. Alright. I mean, we know that I get trolling whenever I go, like, Trump in the tags or title. For example, we get whatever we get, so. Oh, welcome to the dungeon. I don't know that one. That is not my thing. Yeah, so, Brad, I've actually, like, one of the things at PAX East is there's so many games. Like, the entire expo floor is basically full of people, like, selling games, board games, and card games, and of course, video games. And so there's, like, an entire area that's just full of people, and, like, there's tons of people playing games. So there's just, like, tables upon tables of chairs set up for, like, tabletop gaming. And there's, like, whole areas that are, just sit down and play video games for a little while, play Rocket League, and play, Dead by Daylight, and everything else like that. Icky with a B! I did see you can mute eggs now. Yes, I did. The problem is that I actually, like, I still see useful eggs sometimes. I don't know, I don't have that many egg problems, personally, so. There certainly is, right? And that's the reason why these things exist, right? So Gaming for Good was at this event. But like I said, so I was talking to someone who, so like the executive director for Gaming for Good was there, as was this other kind of relatively well-known Twitch streamer, I guess, Ajax, if anyone's a Twitch person, I'm not. And he was like, I was like, so has there been like a Gaming for Good day of streaming? Because as much as like I like children, I think kind of everyone knows about children and like knows whether they're going to support them or not. And it's certainly not bad to support, children's charities insofar as like I said, the current link in my description, which if you want to, donate money, you can check out, is Giving for Good, which is to support teaching, like teachers, right? In particular, one teacher, my brother. So like, I totally get that. But on the other hand, I also want to you know, expand that into other areas. And I don't know. So yeah, I feel like that's a thing that could be useful. And I think that the other thing is that that lets you actually, like, have allies involved as well, so you don't have the people who are in a minority class who are constantly suffering the whatever. So, inconceivable! What do I want to do here? Maybe this guy? Oop. Yeah. Actually, children do attend PAX East. I've seen children from every age, from 1 all the way up to my age, so... Icky with a V! And Icky walks in and slays the unicorn. No problem, M0. I'm glad you got to see it. The fun tour, I think. That's the goal anyway. Alright, what do I want to do now? I don't know. Crash Man, Bubble Man. Take out Bubble Man. Oh, right. Children also play video games. You're right. Sorry. That was a dumb statement. I think that you can say fuck every other sentence and inspire children. I don't think that's a... Oh my god, that was dumb. I don't think that was a zero-sum game. That's awesome, Dylan. But yeah, so if you, I actually printed out one of the things I did leading up to PAX. I was actually trying to do this for like everyone that I thought might want to go on a tour, was going to be to try and like print out their YouTube user icon, like laser printed. I didn't get around to it, but I did get One Shot Girl's like sniper icon printed, which I think came out really well. And she posted a photo on Twitter, which I replied to, so you can look at my timeline and dig out her tweets. But yeah, so that was the thing I was proud of. I got to show people the makerspace with the 3D printers and the CNC mill and the laser printer and so on and so forth. Penises are less kid-friendly than swearing, I think. I think that's true. Not that they don't have them, but I think it is an area that is less suitable. Like they're less able to converse meaningfully about it. You're right. I mean, I think of the laser cutter as a printer because it's a printer. But you are correct. Laser cut / etched, not printed. Hit me up with a PNG on Discord. I don't know if I'm gonna get over to the office again before the weekend's out, but if I do, I can give it a shot. Hey, Brandon, how's it going? Not bad, not bad. Just talking a little bit about PAX East. I got to hang out with some streamers tonight at the Google office, and yeah. No live stream alerts. I don't know what that means. Oh, did you donate to I'm Raising? I'm Raising's broken at the moment. I'm sorry. Sorry, Bluecore. I appreciate the donation, Mr. Bluecore, for that $10 tip. I appreciate it. Am I still mad at you, Brandon? I don't think I was ever mad at you. If I was, I don't remember. I only need to fix I'm Raising and live stream alerts. I pulled my I'm Raising link out of my description, though, I think. Maybe I didn't. I meant to, like, ages ago, because it's broken. Alright, so now we got Toadman. Well, I'm probably supposed to use something to kill, but I don't know what. Oh, I mean, you get timed out for violating bans. Wasn't angry at you in the first place. There we go. Oh, it's still there? There we go. That's my problem. That's what I get for including links that shouldn't be there. Take that out. Where is it? I don't even see it. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, there we go. That is correct. I don't know if that will be coming back or not. I also cannot. Nobody can. Yeah, it's no problem, Brandon. We can move on at this point. There is no need to continue harping on it. Let's do some Heat Man. Take out this Heat Man. This game used to take me like 4 hours to beat. We'll have to see how that goes. Super Chat is a replacement, sort of, for fan funding. So if you see the little $ for money at the bottom of my stream, that goes to Super Chat. Super Chat is, instead of being like a tipping platform, is a paid virtual gift where you get to pay for more time at the top of the ticker or whatever else like that. So if you donate $1, you just get your name kind of highlighted in a different color in chat. If you pay $2, then you can type a message with it. If you pay like $50, then your message will be highlighted at the top of the stream for 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, you bought it to tip streamers at a time when it didn't work. Hasn't worked for a couple weeks. That's Super Chat. There you go. Brandon is on it! Ugh. This is Super Chat.
This is Super Chat.
Hashtag Brandon. Oh no! No, 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 no. No, no, no. Alright, there we go. Oh god. Brandon Dwayne is One Shot Girls mod. His name is he helps out One Shot Girl, so that's might be why you know it. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, come on, really? You're not gonna give that to me? Liquid burn. There you go. Oh no. That's the wrong Brandon. Hashtag wrong Brandon, Brad. Brandon Renders does not know how to do that. Alright, clip through the wall. Excellent. That's exactly what I was trying to do. Good job, me. Oh wow, is my stream like super delayed? Oh no, I'm just not live. Because I scrolled back to look at my sound. Alright, there we go. Sorry, back to... Wow! My latency is 9.6 seconds! That's short! We should have latency like that all the time. Alright, so here's the thing. There's like a thing that I can get if I use item 2 here. Alright. And if I jump off it at the right time, I think that will go off. Let's everything fade. Oh god. Ah, the block got me. Alright. Heatman, when Zippos became sentient. That is 100% correct. Sounds good, M0. I'll see if I get a chance to get over there. Apparently the clutch in my new car is entirely broken. Like, my daughter was driving it up to New Hampshire today, and it, like, just, like, she had to lift the clutch with her foot, which is pretty terrible. I don't know what is going on with that, but this may take up some of my time this weekend as well, unfortunately. See you tomorrow! See you later! I'm glad you guys got a chance to tour the Google office. So Corey, Missildine Online, and Marcelo, M0 Games, as well as Cawthor, all got to hang out at the Google office with me this evening. Thank you all for coming by. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good time. Oh, shit nuggets. I just realized I don't have any item 2 to use. This is going to be a problem. Yeah, I mean, the reality is that the car's got 5,000 miles on it. It better be freaking replaced by the shop without me doing anything, so... Yeah, my daughters are 19 and 16, so the 19-year-old is the one who was driving in this case. The 16-year-old hasn't quite got her permit yet, but she will be soon. She's in driver's ed now. Oh, crap. That was dumb of me. I think there's a cat that wants to get in here, but... Okay, so I think I've learned my lesson. Don't go for the extra life. I've done it before, but do you have to take driver's ed? I don't know. I think when you're a kid you do. When you're an adult you don't. So kids have to take it as part of like getting a license before you're 18. They expect you to go through a driver's education course rather than just like pass a test. All right, there we go. All right, that's not going to be quite enough, but it's going to be closer. Yeah, I mean, that's true, Orcast, but again, she hasn't even started learning on the car yet. Like, this is just me driving it, and although I'm a little bit, you know, quick on the shift, I've definitely not, like, done anything that would warrant destroying the clutch, so. Yeah, it's also the case that driver's ed in the U.S. is not really much of a driver's ed compared to most countries in the world, from what I understand. We have a pretty simple driver's ed program that doesn't do a whole lot. All right, let's see what we can do here. Hopefully this is going to be enough to get me across the gap. Yes, it is. Cool. There we go. But yeah, like we have had, like my wife at one point like dropped off a car at the valet, and when the car got back from the valet, it was smoking, and I'm still not exactly sure what caused that. So. I told you that was a dumb statement when you made it the first time. It has not gotten any smarter now that you're making it again. It's a Volkswagen GTI. Bum 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 bum. Hey, KJ Plays. I was just hearing about you. Somebody was talking about you. Foxy and M0 were talking about you, I think. Yeah, I've only driven manuals since the past 14 years, and I learned on a manual in parallel with an automatic. Caught there, that's hilarious. Alright. Let's go for Flashman. That's nice, Dylan. Civic was in my list. I decided against. Wow, there's 22 people watching. I make this look easy? Well, you know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Does that sound right? Do you know those people? I don't know. They were talking about something else and I didn't want to intrude, but I just heard... I'm pretty sure I heard your name, so... Yeah, you should have seen me when I played this, like, not... When I played this a year ago, I did not make it look nearly as easy. And of course, my wife doesn't like German cars, so... Sorry, Japanese. She doesn't like Japanese cars. She does like German cars. I misspoke. I apologize. Hey, wait, what? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. We killed the thing. I like killing things. Die. Die! Die! Oh, God. Not me, though. Don't kill me. That's bad. Do I need any of these things? No. No, let's go ahead and grab this. Because she's a snob. I don't think there's anything more to it than that. We'll go ahead and use item 2 because I'm lazy. I don't even think I need to pick up this E-tank. Because I think I already have... Whatever. Doesn't matter. Done now. Yes, I believe Kia is definitely down on her. I would be happy to buy, like, so cars that I ended up looking at. I looked at the Mini. I looked at what should I use on this guy? Something, probably. I don't even know. There you go. Well, KJ Plays, I am happy that you are here for me. Yeah, the fire works best against Woodman, but I killed him with metal instead. So, like, I think a single charged atomic fire shot kills Woodman, which is why that's usually what you want to do. When you have a Yugo, you gotta flaunt it. Yeah, that's basically the conclusion I came to, Dylan. That the Mini was going to be about $3,000 more for the same car that I got in the GTI, and I like the GTI. So, you want a koala car that can only drive like 25 miles an hour? Because I think we have those somewhere. Yeah. I mean, it is certainly the case that the Mini I was looking at was not Mini. I tried to, like, there is no Mini which is Mini anymore compared to what they used to be like, but also the one that the one that I was looking at wasn't even Mini. I was looking at the Clubman, and the Clubman is not at all Mini. Oh god, I did not mean to jump quite that high. Yeah, so now you can see I've already got 4 E-tanks, so I really don't need that one, but that's okay. Yeah, the koala cars. You haven't seen the koala cars? The current model of the Google self-driving car is like a gray and white car that's got no steering wheel, and it looks kind of like a koala. Oh yeah, you should definitely play Oh, god damn it. That was stupid. On the plus side, I do have 4 lives left, so... You want a koala car? Yeah, the problem is the koala cars are limited to 25 miles an hour, so I guess we've probably got the Lexuses were the original Google self-driving car, and then there was something else that I think has come after the koalas that is the current, like, testing model, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, seriously? I mean, I think that's the long-term intent. Yeah, like, self-driving cars, the idea isn't that you'll buy a self-driving car for yourself. You'll just be able to use it. I mean, I can imagine that some, like, trucking companies will own their own self-driving trucks. But assuming, like, I guess the real issue is going to be longer distance. Like, how does it work if what you want is a self-driving car that's going to go, you know, on a 3,000-mile trip? I don't know that so much. And I don't think anyone's really kind of talked about it or looked at it or anything else like that. Like how we're going to manage self-driving cars, like we as a overall people, not like we Google, but like in general, I think is not well established yet. I mean, LA isn't hard. I guess the answer, like, so here's the thing, like, LA isn't hard because, like, you just drive the car to LA and then it stays in LA. Like, that's just a fleet management issue. It's no different than semi-trailers today, right? Like, people drive the trailers from semi-trucks and they just leave them, and then on the next trip north, they come back. Like, it's not a big deal. But what's more interesting is, like, the, not like it's like if what if I want to go to the Grand Canyon, you know, what am I going to do for the entire duration of my Grand Canyon trip? Like, is there going to be enough demand to have self-driving cars at the Grand Canyon all the time? Or is that something where I'll have to rent it out for a week? Or is it going to be that I go there and then I just rent a car in the Grand Canyon? Like, I take the long trip and then you've still got manual driving after that, or something else like that. But yeah, so PAX East is really interesting. It is, where's my... Did I not open this? I don't think I opened this. So one of the things that really amazed me at PAX East was just like how big. So I'll pull up this video. Just give me a sec. I gotta download it. So PAX East is giant. The expo floor is just giant, and I just was not prepared for that. So, I mean, Conther, I think that's the thought, right? Like, it's like an Uber. You just call for it, and it goes there, and so on and so forth. But yeah. All right, cool. 1 second. Yeah, so this is shaky and shitty, but like, so all of the area in like there is all like tabletop gaming tables. To the right, you've just got tons and tons and tons of gaming and people and everything else like that. So basically, like, every screen you see probably has a different like game being played on it. You've got like these huge booths from like things like Samsung and so on, that are just full of all the things you can see here. This is a nice kind of clear shot. There's this huge kind of area in the middle, which is like an indie gaming dev area. Yeah, well, if you don't like people, it's not a good fit for you. Oh yeah, so here, like, I just like walked by a random cloud and didn't even notice it, right? Like, he's got his big old buster sword and spiky hair, and that wasn't even a notable thing because they're just everywhere. But yeah, so you've got like Nintendo, and then you've got like the big arenas that are set up where people are doing different competitions. So if we look out here, right? So like this area is like all tabletop gaming in the back. You've got card games and physical sales over here. In the back corner here is just like a giant setup of games on PCs that you can just walk up and play. And where did my browser go? I don't know if I did another video recording of that. Oh yeah, so here I just a second. Chrome. So this is like you can kind of see here where you've just got row after row after row. So there's like 8 rows of 100 computers, and people are just playing Rocket League and all these different games and everything else like that. So about $50 a day, $53 a day was the price for PAX tickets. So $160 for 3 days at PAX. And yeah, what else? Oh, thank you for giving to my giving page, Richard, whose last name I won't say because some people don't like that. And yeah, another thing I was interested. Oh yeah, so this is a picture, a photo I took of the PC gaming space. So you can see here just this row upon row upon row look from above. I agree, it's pretty cheap for a conference. Anyway, so yeah. So yeah, to me it was overwhelming. And then like the convention center rooms are big, so you're like 300, 400 people in each of these rooms, and they're mostly full, and you know, it was a lot. It's just a lot to take in. Everywhere you turn, there's like Jackbox games, and there's like, you know, Connect games, and there's VR, and there's everything else. There's, you know, artistic games and indie games, and every type of games. There's people of every shape, size, and color. So. I mean, I don't fear for my job. Facebook scares me much more than Twitch. I mean, if you look at the numbers that Twitch is putting out for overall gaming content compared to the, you know, I guess YouTube recently announced that, you know, they're at 1 billion hours. And historically, they've talked about gaming being a significant chunk of that. You know, Twitch is like 10 million hours a day. So if gaming is more than 1% of content, like watch time on YouTube, then we're outstripping Twitch significantly, compared to Facebook's 150 million watch hours a day from their last report. And I have questions on Facebook's overall success for their video platform, or overall success for their like video counting currently. Like I don't know how fair those numbers really are, but what I do know is that they are definitely completely you know, their growth is definitely outstripping ours significantly. So I mean, and it's easy to grow from zero, right? Like, you know, YouTube gaming growth is also big because, yeah. Oh, that sucks, Black Jesus. I had a couple other people who were planning to go and then couldn't make it, so. Alright. How many lives do I have? I have 3. Alright. I'll play it legit. Trying to figure out if I should save state. I know rule number X is CPG should always cheat, but I'm gonna... Oh no! Oh, invincibility frames, you saved me. I'm still trying to figure out exactly why, like, Wiley is clearly a pretty smart dude. Is this really the best he could do? Like, he can make all these robots, but I don't know. This feels like maybe he should just he should have talked to Trump and built a wall. Because if he didn't die, I would have, and I didn't want to. Very simple. Alright, let's fill up on item 1. Well, I don't know. I mean, the reality is that PAX East passes have been sold out for a long time, so I mean, Dr. Robotnik was also terrible, right? Like, they just, all these doctors invent these really shitty deterrents. Alright. Dr. Wily versus Dr. Robotnik. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, God. Woo. That was something. Yeah, so I went to the Twitch town hall. There was really nothing at the Twitch town hall that was new to me because you know, they were all things that, well, no, that's not true. They announced Twitch Desktop, which is basically they're going to do their own Discord and integrate it directly with Twitch, which is going to be interesting. I think that it's filling a niche that a lot of people are using Discord for. I think it's going to be very harmful to Twitch, and I think it's a little bit sad that it isn't something that, well, no. Google doesn't need to try to make another chat client. I think we just launched another chat product yesterday or something. I don't know. I don't even pay attention anymore. Some of these stupid products. But yeah, so I think that that's gonna be a major negative impact on Discord, and that makes me sad because I really like Discord. But beyond that, it is what it is. Yeah, there you go. That's what I saw. Dynamite! That seems like a good plan, Brad. I think that'll definitely be a worthwhile investment. Woo! Oh no! Oh, damn. I tried to risk it. I was like, I have the E-tanks, but I'm gonna play it like without that, and it's gonna be great. And I was wrong. I was very, very wrong. All right, let's pull out my metal blades here. Just like fill that up. Shake me up before you go. You ain't never gonna let me know no. All right, what do I need? I need some this. Did it like this. I did it like that. I did it, and I did it with a baseball bat. Ooh-ah. Yeah, well, we didn't mention that we've actually handed product direction over to an AI. That's not true. No AI would think that it was a good objective function to just make more chat apps all the time. I think it's into weird eyeballs, isn't it? That's what I learned from all Google AI experiments so far. What I've learned is that Google is into creepy eyeballs. Google's AIs are into creepy eyeballs. Hey, Mark. Your company doesn't pay for Slack? That seems suboptimal given what your company does. I don't know how I'm supposed to get through that. There's probably a way, but... Slack is a chat program. It's like a more professional, less gamer-centric version of Discord. It varies depending on how many people you have, so I guess that's one of the things that, like, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about Google's chat silliness. But yeah, so other than Twitch desktop, there was very little they announced. Like, Twitch is going to have playlists now, yay! You know, partnered streamers are going to be able to get a cut of game sales, yay! But I guess maybe only if you buy through, like, Twitch's launcher? I don't understand that part. I just, like, overall, I'm just kind of like, you know, it's great that Twitch is doing all of the... Oh, and they're doing, like, animated cheer motes, whatever a cheer mote is. So I think a cheer mode is, like, the emote that you get when you send a cheers. And they're going to be having animated ones now, so... Okay. Sorry, I'm really hungry. But yeah, so, I don't know. Alright, I got 4 E-tanks, so I don't need that. I'm gonna need to fill those things up. Oh, but I don't want to use my crash bombs, I don't think. Oh, that was stupid. That was doubly stupid. Yeah, I mean, like, people were really excited about it. Oh, god damn it. Like, seriously? They're doing that too, Black Jesus. They've announced that they plan to have 15,000 people have access to transcoding by the end of this year, I think. Or later this year, quote unquote. Which, like, that's pretty good. Their peak number of users streaming is like 24,000-ish on weekdays, as far as I can tell. So, like, having 15% of, like, 15,000 people have them is pretty good. It probably means that the remaining people that don't have them are streaming to 0 people. Oh, this sucks. I hate spikes. I hate MegaMan spikes. Ah! $8 per user per month. I can sort of see how you don't spend that when you're a kind of low margin test automation company. Automation's the wrong word. Manual testing company. I don't think 0 people do want to watch good streams because 0 people can't watch things. Woo! Did it. Yeah, I mean, or chaos, some of that, it's true. Like, well, especially, the reality is that what YouTube should do is actually improve the, like, bitrate of its, or increase the bitrate of its streams so that, like, they all looked good. But it doesn't seem like we're in the mood to do that. I don't know, I guess we did that. Live streams have higher bit rates, and gaming content has higher bit rates, and blah, blah, blah. So there's more room to do more is all. I'm always upset because we never do enough quickly, but the reality is we keep doing things. It's not like we don't. I just wish we did more. Ow. Stop hitting me with your stupid fist. There we go. Another thing, Orcast, I think you might be surprised in some cases about the fact that the source stream from some streamers is not very good. One of the issues ends up being that, like, H.264 encoding just isn't actually very good at the things that games do. Alright, so let's fill this up. Fill this up. GitHub offers free Git repositories, don't they? I don't know how they do it, though. How does GitHub make money? I don't know. I thought they made it so you could have private repos all the time now. Yeah, well, so GitHub just recently changed to giving out private repositories for free, because I used to have to pay, and I think now I'm not paying anymore? Or maybe it's just that the number, they changed from charging per to having unlimited, so if you pay it all, you get unlimited or something? Yeah, I'm a moocher. Well, no, I'm a payer, I guess. I don't know, I'm so confused. This is what I get for, like, paxing all day and streaming all night. Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't forget, like, this is something you really have to keep in mind. If the average creator, like, who's going to decide to stream something does not have any knowledge, like, Twitch is everything. Like, at PAX East, Twitch is everywhere. Twitch is the coat check. Twitch is the you know, the bags. Twitch is not the lanyards, but, like, they've got their own lanyards. They've got everything. Their name is everywhere. You know, Twitch Prime is everywhere. They're giving shit out left and right. Like, they are a huge, like, name in everything that people see. And so... Oh god, sorry. Yeah. Da-da-da. This is, that's Blue Core. But yeah, If this stream is bad, I don't feel bad. I feel happy I have a stream at all. And an audience. But yeah, so here's my medium-term plan. One, I would really like to use my community to hopefully help my brother meet his Donors Choose goal. I realize that not everyone wants to donate science books for kids, and that's totally reasonable, but that's a thing that I want to help him do. I think he's got until May to meet it, and I would really like him to be successful. God damn it. But beyond that, I would like to set up like a bunch of people and do like a day of streaming for It Gets Better or something else like that. Was that really why I jumped into those spikes? I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was scared. I felt scared. Maybe it was unreasonable fear. Is there a special, like, what's a good gay awareness day? Is that a... I mean, I think Jose Angel Awareness Day would be included in that. Yeah, so the problem is I have to jump on that while it's moving right, because I can't wait on it while it goes around the top. So I have to, actually, you know what? Fuck it. What am I thinking? There we go. I'm like, I can't figure out how to do it without dying. I'm terrible. So yeah, I can't ride it around the top because I get pushed off by that edge. Oh, absolutely. I think the reality is that people don't, like, YouTube isn't doing a very good job of selling its benefits, right? Like what's an obvious benefit from YouTube? You can make money from it. Even if, like, you're not friends with someone on Twitch or have, like, 1,000 concurrents regularly. Like, you know, even if you're not partnered, you can make money on YouTube. And that is the thing that I think a lot of people don't really get, is a thing that doesn't happen on Twitch, right? So if you are, you know, not a partner on Twitch, you can't make money, and that's weird. I don't understand that. Like, there are literally 0.7% of Twitch channels which are partnered. You know, according to their stats at TwitchCon 2016, that is not a lot, and feels like that would be something that more people would be like, ah, this is really not the thing for me. All right. Let's, we'll wait one more. I think I can, no, I'm not gonna risk it. Just use the E-Tank, you've got extra anyway, you're not gonna use them. And then we'll come back to the crash bombs. I mean, Trent's gonna, like, there are lots of technical benefits for YouTube, but I think that, like, socially, like, you can make money is a thing that a lot of people want to do on YouTube, and they just don't, oh, god damn it, don't realize that most likely they're just never going to be able to do that on Twitch. And I think this comes back down to, I said earlier tonight, like, it's the same as the situation in the US where everyone thinks they're a temporarily embarrassed millionaire. You know, everyone votes for positions, this is, you know, everyone votes for positions that don't make sense unless you are rich. Why do poor people vote for things that don't make sense unless they're rich? Because they think they're going to be rich one day. It's not very complex. Alright, what can I do here? There we go. Eat that boss. So Brad, it's not that I think that these people will make money, it's that I think they think they're going to make money. Oh, right. Boss rush. I forgot. I was like, what's next? Bubble lead. Ow. There you go. Look at that. But yeah, I mean, I think if you look at the number of concurrents that various like if you look at concurrents at least on the top streams on platforms like Twitch versus YouTube these days, I think it very clearly says that YouTube gaming is doing something effective in growing overall viewership. I think that YouTube's very different approach from other sites where you have a growth mechanism which is based on serendipity and discovery in a site that probably offers the largest total, you know, audience for gaming related video content in the world. Is a winning move, right? Like I don't mean to say otherwise, but I do think that no! Oh, damn it. That's fine. Well, I think that's the question, right? Like most people look at like Twitch has a bigger audience for live gaming watch time than YouTube does. I don't actually think that's in question. They are able to pull in those numbers in a way that YouTube has not been able to yet. There are certainly some events which are bigger on YouTube than they are on Twitch, but in general the big gaming related events are bigger on. There we go. And yes, I did just one-shot that boss with his own weapon and then immediately zoom out because I was on top of the thing, so. No. Yeah, it's not that it's an invalid question, it's just that given it would be a perfectly valid question from anyone who that wasn't their first comment in the channel. So, Jose, I'm happy to have a conversation about that with you, but I don't have a preference, really, so. I mean, I think the Fox News thing is people who are... But yeah, so I think Twitch has better... Twitch has a bunch of things going for it, right? It is the established live streaming gaming platform. If you tell someone I stream video games, they'll say, "What's your Twitch channel?" That's just the case, and especially if you go to gaming events, like you're looking at better deals, better integrations. You're looking at sponsors who understand how the platform works and where it goes and everything else like that. You're talking about an established ecosystem which YouTube doesn't have. God damn it. So I do think that that's a reasonable like concern from people is like, oh shit, like this is not something. God damn it. Oh, sorry. I mean, I think that, like, yes, sponsors understand YouTube uploads and Twitch streams. Like, I think that's a thing. Whether that's a good idea on their part or not is kind of silly. This is kind of like I tell people all the time, like, you should tell your sponsors not to look at Social Blade, like, grade rankings. Like, are you an A channel or a C+ channel or whatever else like that? Is it different? Is something that you can't tell sponsors not to do dumb things because that's what they do. And it's taken them a decade or 5 years or so to get used to Twitch as something that they have to learn about. Trying to teach them about something else without the major kind of marketing and support is hard. It's not that it's impossible. It's not even that it's wrong to try to do it. It's just that it's hard. So there we go. That was a lot better. Yeah. So, I mean, I think YouTube, it's a complaint I hear all the time, right? People go to conferences and they're like, oh my God, Twitch was everywhere. Why, like, it feels weird to be a YouTube streamer at these events because, like, you feel like, you know, you're constantly the one pushing the rock up the hill and you don't have anyone there to back you. So, I mean, at least at this PAX East, there's like a you know, how to succeed on YouTube gaming panel, and it's being led by Clintus, and like Stat and a couple other people are on it. And so we'll see, you know, how that goes and how people react and what the questions are like. But I also think it's worth noting that, like, even if the gaming app itself has not, you know, taken off like gangbusters, I think that there's just a lot of opportunity for serendipity, like gaming watch time on YouTube. Again, if it's even 1% of YouTube gaming watch time, oh shit nuggets, seriously? Touched him. Can't touch him. So Black Jesus, I think it's a very short-term growth metric. So it's not based on your current numbers, but it's based on your recent numbers. So if you like delete a bunch of videos and your view count drops, your Social Blade rank goes down, and I think that's because it's based entirely on recent data. So I don't know exactly how they, like, what curve they grade on, but so Dylan, I mean, I think that there's a lot of, I think that the notion that people don't realize you can stream on YouTube has kind of gone away. I think that was phase one. So in phase one, people didn't realize at all that you could stream on YouTube, and I feel like phase one ended about 6 months after YouTube Gaming launched. 6 months after YouTube Gaming launched, it started to be included in basically every, you know, meta-analysis by, you know, industry wonks and everything else like that. You stopped seeing nearly so many creators who were surprised by it, and while it is certainly still the case that there are a small number of people who are, like, you know, potential creators and might not know this, or even a significant number, I think that it is the exception, not the rule. Like, you know, there's people realize they have to make a choice to go with Beam or YouTube or Twitch. Certainly, I think that if you know that anything other than YouTube exists, or anything other than Twitch exists, it's a good chance that you know that YouTube is one of your options. But so I think that's a thing we've come past. We've come past the point where you know, people don't know YouTube as a streaming platform. But I do think that it's just not like a de facto thing. But yeah, so in the past, I've kind of like poo-pooed this decision, this comment, like saying like, look, yeah, YouTube isn't at these things, but look, YouTube's succeeding, blah, blah, blah. But having gone to this event and being surrounded by Twitch everywhere and like saying, yeah, so I stream, and they're like, oh, what's your Twitch channel? Like a bunch of times, I'm just like, I don't want that. Yeah, I think viewers don't know, but that's good. We want more viewers to be learning about this because they also don't know about Twitch. It's not like they've like know that YouTube has streaming, or didn't know that YouTube has streaming and know that Twitch has streaming. I mean, certainly some do, but I don't think it's the majority. And most of that just comes from, is a creator that you can find really on on streaming on YouTube, and the only way to improve that is to have more awesome creators streaming on YouTube. So, no, Social Blazers takes numbers and does math, and the math is suspicious. I don't trust it. I like them, okay, it's cool that they do something that clearly provides value for people, but... Huh. That's weird. My, like, total video views... Oh, yeah, okay, I know why that was. Mighty, it's the thing that's everywhere at every conference. Alright, cool. We beat MegaMan. So yeah, in summary, the Twitch or PAX East is giant and cool. So we've got. Also, I made GARs, many GARs. This is the laser cutter. You can see them being cut out here. I think I have a video of it too. Yeah. So this is interesting. So what I learned that I can do is if I turn the laser up high enough to actually cut through 1/4 inch plywood, it tends to char pretty heavily. But I can actually overlay multiple layers of the vector cuts on each other, so the laser will trace around once and then trace around again, and then I can lower the power, and then the laser will actually cut through. So you can see the laser doing its thing here. To kind of cut out the GARs. It prints the eyes and then it cuts around the outside. I also did this earlier in CPG, but yeah. Oh right, I thought this was interesting. So the Nintendo Switch booth actually has like a fake airplane setup that people are playing the Switch on to kind of demonstrate the portableness. I love that even the temporary airplane seats that aren't actually being used as an airplane still have a water bottle under the seat in front of them. IGN controller. I plan to do... Oh, this is a cool looking game. This is like a platformer, a pixel platformer game. And so basically like it was a combination of like Puzzler, which would like rotate and do everything else like that. But also platformer, so you had to like jump and shoot and anything else. So this was the It Gets Better. And then this comes back down to this is all of those computers that we took a picture of from above earlier. So this is what it looks like when you're at the ground level. Yeah, they're not cookies. That's 1/4 inch ply, but you're right that they do look like cookies. Yeah, I need to that's weird. There should be at least one more picture in here that didn't upload. But yeah, I saw Aang a couple times. Oh, this was cool too. So this is like the big Rocket League screen with 2 like 5-person setups, and then they had the commentators down in the front. So a lot of things that were interesting to me is I got to see a fair amount of different like production setups. Like you've got the big boom camera here, which was kind of cool to see, and there was like an Xbox Studio thing that was interesting to see as well. I did see laser cut marshmallows on Twitter the other day. I also need to like. There's some people who are like, "Oh, I will totally buy one of those," but I don't want to. But I don't want to use like my work, laser cutter and sell things. So I need to see if I can get some. Oh, I did check. Danger Awesome is listed as permanently closed, Mark. So I don't know what they're doing anymore, but it is not obviously. Still pertinent to me. But yeah, so there you go, laser cut marshmallows. Oh, we just have a laser just for fun. It's in our makerspace. So we have like 3 3D printers, a CNC mill, the laser, and like a couple other things. So no good reason, just because. We actually have on average 1 laser fire per year across Google. Anyway, so that's it for my stream tonight. I'm not gonna stay up super late. I want to go back to the con tomorrow, and I walked. I normally like walk about 6,000 to 8,000 steps recently, and I think I walked 22,000 today. Oh, it reset. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm like 22,000 steps today, or yesterday. So I need to get some sleep. Yeah, this is all just for fun, Black Jesus. None of this is related to work. It's just a makerspace in our office. But yeah, so we'll close out with, again, this awesome percussion cover of the Wily theme from Video Game Covers. Link is in the description below. Check them out. Drop a sub and a like. It looks like they're going to do more content like this in Gary, so... And I will... I'm sorry, Mighty. I was only going to play this game. I'm tired. I love you, but I can't, man. I can't. Oh. Yeah, I'm just exhausted, man. But thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for watching the game. And thank you for being awesome. Keep working on reducing world suck. I'll be back at PAX for the next couple days, so there's a good chance that I will be doing some more videos, blogs, you know, maybe a live stream or something. So take care. Yeah, I mean, I think ponytails really exude confidence in a creator, right? Like that's a thing you've got to have. If you don't have a ponytail, are you really a musician? All right, that's it for me for tonight. Thank you all for being here. I hope you have a lovely night, and I will see you on Monday. On Monday, we'll be playing. Oh, actually, if you're still here, before we go, I've got one other thing that I'm gonna do. So I don't know if you noticed, but I actually made a video game. So let's see. Let's do. Really? No, let's do. So yeah, I made a video game. Display capture. Okay. Okay. No, did that not work? I already got one, I think. But yes, yeah, so I was playing with Defold, and so I made a video game, and on next Friday, I'm going to kind of talk through a 45-minute demo at the start of the stream on how I made this game. So this game is just a simple platformer. It's written in a platform, in a game development engine called Defold. It's really silly. It's all about the Retro Squad. So you help Soybomb get his poutine, you help Snap Click Cat get her booze, you help Stingray get his stingrays, and of course CPG get his hats. So Chris plays games. ChrisPlaysGames.com/Retro Squad game, or you can find it linked on my Twitter. And yeah, you should play it and check it out. And if you tune in on Friday, I will do that. I did not know the Defold dev team isn't here. All Was Awakening dev guy was here, but I don't think the Defold dev team is. They were at GDC, so Spiffy Mark got to meet them and apparently got a thing from them that he's going to give to me, but I have not. So I don't want to have, like, one, I don't know what a picture of a burp looks like, and two, I'm not sure that I want to pick them up. But yeah, so you can see at the bottom here, it tells you like what each person needs. And yeah, I don't know. It's cute. It makes me happy. I've actually gotten my time down to about 1:19:19 on Chrome. Edge has kind of weird key detection in the game. It will also play on your Android phone. I can't build the iOS version because I'm not going to pay $100 to Apple just to get the ability to sign my app. But yeah. The sprite artifacts are my fault. I know how to fix them. There's an option in Defold I need to check, and it basically will extrude the borders so that I'm not on a border anywhere. I just haven't checked it yet, so the default devs pointed it out to me, and I just need to get back around to rebuilding it. There are no lions. So here's the thing. Maybe I can have if you become a $10 Patreon supporter, I will add a level for you to this game. So there's your offer. $10 Patreon supporters and up, in addition to the Retro Squad, get levels in the game. There you go, 217.79. So that wasn't super fast, but there you go. But yeah, so we'll be sorry, just had a brain fart. So we'll be doing yes, you could do that. It would not be in the spirit of the statement, but and I'm also not, but I'm not gonna do it before I actually get money from you on the first. So I've at least got that going for me, because I'm not gonna have you say you're gonna pay $10 for a month and then cancel it before you have to pay money, because that would make me cranky. But yeah, so I'll be walking through how to create games just like this so you can create your own. I'll also be working on publishing code. I'm not sure if it'll be done by Friday, but publishing code so you can do it yourself, or of course you can follow along with the tutorial. I think I've gone from not understanding how to do things to having a vague understanding of how to do things, so I'm no longer just copy pasting. Now I'm able to work out some things from root principles. So I'm going to give you a 45-minute tutorial similar to my Family Tracker tutorial on how to make your own game and Defold, and then you don't have to pay $10 for it. So yeah, I will I will see you on Monday. I'll be playing Epic Mega Games, Jill of the Jungle, Epic Pinball, Bionic Bunny, or Jazz Jackrabbit rather. So I hope you'll stop by for that. And then again, game development stream next Friday. I love you all, and I will see you on Monday, or another time, or later, or earlier, whatever. Hop in Discord if you want to follow along with my PAX East adventures. I'm taking notes on various panels and sessions that I'm going to in the PAX East channel on Discord. And that's it. Have a great night, and I will see you all later. Bye. I've said that like 12 times, and now it's time. Good night. Good night. I'm sorry, Brandon Dobbs. And there you go, All I'm Mighty. I gave you a little bit more time. Also, that command took like 32 seconds to show up on my end, so. Alright, now I'm really done. Goodbye.